making things for babies, whether it's your children, your grandchildren, your friends' kids, whatever. The verses that I have for this, I have in my little thing here, are Proverbs 31:13. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. And Proverbs 31:21. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. The reason that I wound up getting into making cloth diapers in the first place was 2.5 years ago when I made the decision to get out of the military to raise my daughter. We were going from my larger income and my husband's income to my husband's smaller income, and he made less than me. And for the first 6 months, they weren't paying us what we were supposed to get paid. So we went from, we basically lost about 2/3 of our income. And if it weren't for the cloth diapers, I don't know what we would have done. We would not have been able to afford diapers because we were living on about $500 a month after just paying the rent and utilities. And so I started looking into cloth diapers, and there's tons of different things that you can do. Most people tend to think of cloth diapers in terms of what they were when we were kids, where it was the plastic pants and the Dysons and the flat folds and everything else. Cloth diapers have come a long way. You now have all-in-one, one-size diapers where you can adjust them for height, and you can wear the same size all through, and it just puts on and off like a regular diaper. One thing I will throw out there is if a baby is breastfed and you're cloth diapering, you don't actually even have to rinse the diapers before you put them in the wash, because it'll just wash right out in the wash. So for people that think it's going to be this huge complicated thing, it's really not. The other thing people were asking about making baby bibs, and I made this last night in about 5 minutes. You just take a cloth towel, like a hand towel, and you can get bias tape either at the fabric store, or it's really common to find it at Goodwill, garage sales. There's tons of people that just have bias tape laying around. So I just took a cup, like figure something about the size of the neck of your child, and I just took a glass, and I drew a circle about 1/3 of the way through, and then cut down, and I just sewed this down, and then sewed the bias tape around it, and you have a very big, well-covered bib that will catch most anything. Now, there also, if you're not wanting to do those like all-in-one type diaper, you can still use flat folds, but you can make it easier by using just a simple diaper cover, which again goes on very similarly to diaper. And you don't even actually have to use diaper pins because the cover will hold it in place. That's what I started out with was these, but I also made some more fitted diapers that are one size, so that I didn't have to have a whole bunch of different sizes. I was trying to come up with the most economical way to make diapers and to have them work, because we didn't have much money, but in the end I spent about $600 on everything I needed to make my diapers, and it's been enough to make all the diapers I've needed now for 2 children, and I have extra stuff, where if you buy the diapers it can cost significantly more. Honestly, you can probably easily make your own diapers for about $150. If you're interested, I've got some sites for making your own cloth diapers. There's actually a site that's pretty cool. They have making them from recycled materials, so you can actually make diapers from t-shirts, from towels, from all kinds of things. So you can just pick up, get a bag, stuff a bag for $1 kind of stuff, and you could make diapers with that. So there's really a number of ways you can do it, and ultimately it can help the environment, it can help your family's budget, and for some kids, my daughter especially, she doesn't do very well with paper products, and so it helps reduce diaper rash. It doesn't work for all kids, but that's just
My name's Michele. My Bible verse is Proverbs 31:17-18. Thank you. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. she sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. I started, I have 5 children, 3 girls. They all play sports. So I'd always French braided their hair for school and for their different things that went on. But when they started playing sports, they would have bangs, and their bangs kept coming out and getting in their eyes, and that makes them hotter. So I had, we kind of, this is my oldest daughter, so I can treat her. So we had kind of developed a way for French braiding hair. And now I have a 15 and a 17-year-old also. Those are our 2 youngest. And they every day come up with something new. They want their hair French braided a different way. French braiding is really easy. Everybody goes, well, I can braid, but French braiding sounds kind of scary. If you can do a regular braid, you can French braid. You start out as a regular braid, and I'm going to do the sports one that we do. I always start over on the crown on this side, and I started a braid. I have 3 pieces of hair, and I'm going to do that twice. And now I'm just going to pull hair just from the front, not the back at all. So I take my piece and I'm going to turn the braids, and I'm going to pull from the front. And I'm just bringing the hair from the front and hooking it into the braid. And I can go all the way around. It keeps all these tiny hairs from coming loose. And it kind of gives a nice, a really cute, my girls get so many compliments on their hair. And I know that some of my girls even say that they go to the hairdresser once a week and have their styles done, because it's really, it's fun. They do, we can add ribbon to do ribbon across the top. They go to Joann's and get flowers that are on stems and cut the stems down. They hot glue a piece of felt and then stick an alligator clip in there. So you can actually, they have every single flower color available. They match their outfits. And it costs about 70 cents, 60 cents, as opposed to going into the mall and you're paying $8 for a flower on an alligator clip. And you have to go with the colors that they have, as opposed to the colors you would like to match your outfit. I'm still only pulling from the bottom as I'm pulling around. So I'm pulling bigger chunks from the bottom, because we're gonna, even though her hair is super long, so I can still cut. So this, I'm not pulling from this top at all. And we're gonna go all the way around her head. And I very seldom use the brush, because I usually have to do it at the softball field, and they usually give me about 2.5 minutes because they're going out onto the field and all their friends want their hair braided. But you can take a little bit more time, and you can take a little bit more. Now here's the last one that I'm pulling from that. I'm gonna, now I just go back to my regular braid. And actually, we use those tiny little clear ones, but my kids hold on to them like they're gold, because they go quick and they don't want their other sister to have it. So when I went to get some this morning, and all you do is tuck this hair in, right there, and here's her. Then you hook it with the bobby pin. And she has all the way around, and like I said, if you take a little bit more time, but this all lays totally flat, and this comes all the way up, and it really looks, and then you can put little flowers in for Easter and the little baby's breath, and it goes, it's a really cute hairstyle.